In this video, I'm going to share with you the single most important ingredient to any great melody. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome to Magneto Studios. If this is your first time here, I hope you find something useful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to keep up to date with future videos. Okay, so I want to go ahead and say I can't stand it when people say you don't need to know music theory. I mean, come on, do you want your melodies to sound like this? It's just not good, man. Don't make the mistake of believing you don't need to know any music theory whatsoever. You don't need to study it and pass grade 8 to write a decent melody, but you need to know the basics, man. You don't even really need to remember this stuff. Make a cheat sheet. Write the scales down and just refer to it when you're writing a melody or a chord. Does your bass sound nice in F sharp? Get your cheat sheet out and check what notes are in the key of F sharp. If you're a beginner, all you need to know to write a good melody is the major and minor scales, and you don't even need to learn each one of those because there's a formula. Scales are built on interval formulas. We don't want to get too advanced in this video, so we're going to stick to the major and minor scales, which only use half steps and whole steps. A half step is simply the next note on your piano roll. For example, a half step up from C would be C sharp. A whole step is 2 half steps. So a whole step up from C would be D, or a whole step up from E would be F sharp. From here we can look at the formulas. For a major scale we can use the formula whole, half, whole, half. I've added the root note at the start, so from the root note you would go up a whole step to find the next note in the scale and follow the formula until you land back on the root note. We have a slightly different formula for a minor scale. Whole, half, whole, half, whole. Let's take a look at an example. Here's the F sharp major scale. As you can see, our root note is F sharp. Moving a whole step up to G sharp, then another whole step to A sharp, a half step to B, a whole step to C sharp, another whole step to D sharp, another to F, and then a final half step which brings us back round to our root note F sharp. Following the minor scale formula, we can see we have the root F sharp, whole step G sharp, half step A, whole step B, whole step C sharp, half step D, whole step E, and a whole step back round to our root note F sharp. Easy, right? As long as you stick to the notes in the scale you're using, you can't go wrong. Okay, let's take a look at a practical example. My bass here is in the key of D minor. I know this because I've got D, G and A, and all these notes are in the D minor scale. They are also in other scales, but we're going to base it around D minor. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the D minor scale to write a melody around our bass. So first of all, what I'm going to do to make it easier is I'm going to enter the notes from the D minor scale. So we've got D, E, F, G, A sharp, and C. And what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to grab them, I'm going to push them back just before the MIDI starts. So we've not actually got it on here. So now what I can do is I can just select any of these notes and I know that they're going to fit with my bass. I like to try and start away from the root note. So I'm going to start off with an A. Let's turn it down a bit. Okay, so that's nice. I'm going to copy it over. It's simple, I'm just going to switch it up a little bit. So just before the end, I'm going to drop it down to the C, and I'm going to drop this F down to the D, so it sort of goes down and resolves back around. Okay, I like that back up on the A sharp. So as you can see, by following along with the D minor scale, I've managed to create a melody really easily without any problems with notes that don't work, because I've already got the notes at the side here showing me what to do, basically what notes I can and can't use. So to sum up, I think it's really useful to learn some music theory. If you want to go down the route of just making a cheat sheet, that's fine too, and probably a good idea when you're just starting out to help you get used to some of the scales. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.